Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we'll be testing out the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Mini Jawbreaker Palette. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. So, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a spectacular day so far. I myself am quite warm because my air conditioner is not fixed, but at the same time, I don't give two fucks because I'm moving tomorrow. I've spent the day packing. My whole apartment is like in boxes and total shambles, but I don't even care right now. I think the part that makes me the most sad is the fact that I'm going to have to rehang all of my makeup shelves. Like, oh my god. If you could see my wall right now, it looks like somebody took like a machine gun to it because I've had to spackle over so much shit. Holy hell. But I'm really excited. Of course, I'm going to take you along with me. I've never really done a vlog style video, but I'm wanting to show you this next apartment because I cannot wait to get in there. I would never be able to afford it if it weren't for all of you watching, for putting up with the ads, and for supporting my cosmetic business, so thank you all so much. It has been hell living here the last while, and so I cannot wait to get out of here and start afresh. Anyways, in addition to moving, I'm also really fucking pumped to try this out. I don't know why, but when I saw that big one, I wasn't in love. After using it, I fell head over heels with it. Like, oh my god, creamed myself multiple times in that video. If I remember, I'll try to link it up somewhere up here, but no guarantees. I'm terrible when it comes to that shit, so my apologies. But even though the other palette in person made me cream myself, when I saw the pictures of this, it was literally like I had swallowed a whole bottle of Viagra. I cannot even tell you how damn excited I was. And because it's been so hot here lately, I really haven't been able to play with makeup or do makeup looks on this channel. But today, in a separate video, I'm also going to be filming with a highlighter palette, so when I put this on, I'll also put that highlighter on and kind of do a mini wear time test for both. Honestly, I can't do a whole day's wear time test because this shit is just gonna melt off my face after like an hour or two. Even right now sitting here, I can feel the little bit of concealer that I do have on just kind of sliding down me like the aftermath of a college bukkake. No, this isn't from experience. What are you talking about? Anyways, let's move on. Whew. Anyways, before I go ahead and look at any reviews that this has, let's open this up so we can get a good first reaction because truthfully, I don't remember what this looks like. I just remember that it had purples in it, and I am a purple hoe. Like, you show me purple and I go down to my knees. So here we have the packaging. It is very similar to the other Jawbreaker one. Like, this is what the outside of the box looked like for the big Jawbreaker. It's simple, it's clean. I like the fact that it's not abnormally shaped and it's very easy to store. And with the other palette, I didn't have a dust protector in it, that little plastic sheet, so I'm curious to know if this one does, and it does not, but oh my god, I love it. Oh shit, I cannot wait to play with this. I want this in and on my body at all times. Like, really, even if the other one hadn't been released, I would have been perfectly happy with this being the only palette for this collection. Like, this is so pretty to me. I know a lot of people didn't love it because it is very purple heavy, and purple doesn't look good on everyone. I myself have green eyes, and purple really makes them pop, so I love purple, so obviously I'm gonna love this. But I will say, looking at it, I don't know that I would want to use that as a transition shade for that color. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm really kind of stuck using this pink, which is kind of bright and vibrant. Do I have any complaints about it being vibrant? No, not really. But for the mass market audience who doesn't do like these big old drag queen glam looks like I do, people might have some issues with that. So already I can see where the negativity around this palette is coming from. But me personally, I love it already, especially this big mirror. All of my mirrors are packed, so I was really hoping that this had a big mirror on it because I ain't got nothing to look at myself with. I could look at myself on my cell phone, but then I run the risk of you guys seeing my nitpicks, and I would hate for that to happen. My goodness, I can never be that exposed. But now that we have this open and I've seen what it looks like, let's go ahead and actually see the reviews because pretty much all I saw was like the first reactions from people on Trend Mood. So let's look at the true reviews of this. And like pretty much every Jeffree Star Cosmetics related item lately, I did order this directly from Beautylish. This is not at all sponsored, but I did mention this in my other Jeffree Star reviews that typically right when his products launch, his site is so fucking bogged down. It just can't handle all of the people going to it because each collection, his audience is bigger and bigger and bigger, so they really don't know how many people are gonna come. Whereas with Beautylish, it's never bogged down. I think I got these in like 2 days. They have amazing customer service, a wonderful return policy. Totally 150% recommend you check them out. I love Beautylish. Anyways, they do also have a star rating system them on here, and these people are kind of brutally honest. Unfortunately, though, the only thing left seems to be the bundle. I don't know if I'm just missing the single shadow palette. Oh, wait, there it is right there. All right, the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Mini Breaker Eyeshadow Palette retails for $28. I think if you were to take the price of each shadow individually, it would come out to like a little over $3 a piece, which is pretty typical for eyeshadows, but I am looking at their picture, and on Beautylish, this top one looks super yellow, but this is not yellow at all. I don't know how it looks to you because I do kind of have to up the saturation after I film this. Otherwise, I just look like a fucking corpse, but here's what it looks like without the filter and everything. If you can see, it's kind of like a mustard shade, but on Beautylish, it looks straight up yellow. And this orange, on the website, it kind of looks like Hunter's orange, like super neon, but in person, it does look bright, but not that bright. And this gold right here, that looks nothing like it does on the website. On the website, it looks like a yellow metallic, but it is definitely kind of a deep gold. So depending on who you're ordering this from, just be aware that the pictures may be a little bit misleading, but I actually like the way this looks a lot more than it does in the picture. Like, this to me is way more appealing. All right, let's go ahead and look at the reviews. Out of 15 reviews, it has 4.5 stars, not too shabby. Of course, like usual, let's start with the lowest rating. There's only one 1-star review, the rest are 5, but the 1 star says, don't waste your time or money. This palette is terrible. The colors don't really work together, and it's a pretty boring color story. These just seem to be colors that didn't make it into his previous palettes. I mean, brands do that quite often. Why waste a good color in a formula? I said doo-doo. But I do totally understand what they're saying. I mainly got this palette for these colors right here, like all the purples. These other ones, yeah, they're pretty, but I don't know that I'll ever use them. Or if I do end up using them, I feel like you really can't combine these ones right here with any of the other ones. So it's almost like two different palettes jumbled up, which is exactly how I felt about the Jawbreaker palette. This is just a much smaller version. The 5-star reviews say, very happy with this. It's a great palette and the colors are vibrant and full of pigment. Love this palette. It has beautiful colors that are very pigmented. Literally the exact same thing as the other review. This is their first Jeffree Star Cosmetics purchase, and they love the purples, and the gold is super pretty. Actually, it looks like a lot of people only bought this palette for the purples, which, yes, bitch. I bought this for the purples. The other colors are pretty, though. Got this for the purples. I got this for the purples. Love the purples. Okay, so people like the purples. It seems that for the most part, everybody is pretty like-minded in thinking that this is a purple palette with a couple extra random-ass colors. So, my sweet baby hookers, without any further ado, let's get right into swatching this bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. And here we go. I fit the whole fucking palette on my hand, so yay me. Anyways, we have Double Scoop, Orange Crush, Foreplay, Oral, Purple Punch, Slice, Bubblegum, Bite Me, and Hot Fudge. And there really aren't any of these that I have any complaints about. And I do want to note that I did not use a primer with this. When I used a primer with the big Jawbreaker palette, I feel like it did more harm than good, so this is just over bare skin. And I think they look really damn good. Like, what the hell? Like, they swatched beautifully. They're super fucking pigmented. Those metallic shades, like, God, yes. Are any of them anything unique at all? No, I'm pretty sure I've seen all of them at least once in my lifetime. But does that mean they're any less pretty? No, not at all. The quality seems great. Of course, swatching doesn't mean jack shit. It's how they perform on a brush on the eye that matters, but still, visually, I think they look good. And now that I have them spread out on skin, I can kind of see a few more color options that I had originally. Like this pink, this gold, and this purple go together really, really nicely, as does this kind of brownish yellow and this orange and this pink. Or what is this, purple? I don't fucking know what it is, but they go together very beautifully. I do see where this could start to turn muddy and the colors might not complement each other, but if you're somewhat careful, I do think the colors are pretty user-friendly. And I especially love Oral right here. It's a beautiful duochrome. You really can't see the shift that it has too well on camera, but in person, it goes from like violet to light sky blue. I really like this bitch. So enough of this bullfuckery, let's hop into a look. I'm realizing now that most of my foundations and shit are packed, but I did take a few out, so this is a combination of ColourPop's No Filter sticks in the shade Light 55C and Medium 85. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna look like the fucking ghost of a corn cob by the end of this, but that's okay. At least we have something on our face. Oh my God, this is so not my color. But really, is anybody surprised? Even I'm not. And I'm already a little bit on the yellow side, so I'm just gonna go with a yellowish concealer. This is Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Vanilla. And I am very warm and very shiny, so we need to powder this bitch up like ASAP. So I'm gonna take this LA Girl Pro powder and set it underneath my eyes and then dust my face with it. We'll place that right there, and I'm not gonna apply a ton of it or let it stay on for super long, because as I'm aging, I'm noticing that these powders powders really accentuate fine lines and dry out my under eyes. From a distance, it looks great, but then once you go up close, it's kind of like, oh my god, bitch, you look like toast. And then with some of that loose powder on a fluffy brush, I'm just gonna take it all over the face and wipe away the under eye powder. Oh my god, this brush is wet because my face is so sweaty. Oh, I'm so excited to be out of this apartment and have air conditioning next week. Yes, bitch. And to prime the eyes, I'm going with my all-time favorite. This is the NYX shadow base that is very, very melty. And I like to take a little bit on the under eye as well, just like that. And let's see, what color should we start off with? I'm really not given that many transition shade options. I'm not mad about that because I was kind of planning on going in with this first anyways. So on a fluffy crease brush, let's go ahead and dip into that. And I think I'm just gonna place that all along the crease line back and forth, just like that. Gently blend it out. Ooh, that goes on lovely. There was a shade in the Big Jawbreaker palette where I really had to pack it on and like dipped in 7 times, but this one, it actually has some good pigmentation with only dipping in a few times. And I typically always prefer shadows that start off really light that you can build up because it's way easier to build up than it is to remove shadows. A lot of the makeup world today is all about how pigmented a shadow is and how good it swatches, but for me, hyperpigmentation does not mean a good quality shadow because a lot of times those super duper pigmented shadows can be really difficult to work with. And so it's not like I prefer something that looks like dust on the eye and you have to dip in 50 times, but I do really like when you can lightly apply a shadow and it disperses evenly and isn't patchy, so that on days when, say, you wanted like a light pink, you don't have to have a super bright ass fucking shadow. You can just tap in lightly and have it be really pretty, or you can go in heavy and have it be that kind of bubblegum color. Oh wait, it actually is called bubblegum. Anyways, I'm gonna keep blending this out back and forth towards the brow. This applied marvelously and is blending out wonderful. It doesn't look patchy at all, at least with the primer that I used. I mean, I love that little bitch. And I know I always say this, but I do actually want to keep this look simple, so I'm only going to use a few of these shadows. But next, to deepen up the lower part of the crease in the outer corner, let's go in with a little bit of foreplay. And I'm just taking that on a Makeup Geek pencil brush, and I'm going to start right here on the outer corner and kind of work it into the eye socket all the way to the inner corner, just gently kind of tapping and pushing it in. Ooh, that's really pretty too. Although I do notice that when it's kind of blended out, it does look very similar in shade to that bubblegum pink. Almost identical. It's kind of pointless to use them together. Then I'm going to take a clean fluffy brush and gently sweep over those edges to try to blend those two together a little bit better. Oh, you know what? There is like the slightest difference in color between the two, and next to each other, it kind of gives like a neon glowing effect. Kind of like one of those neon light bulbs. I really like it. So next, let's go ahead and deepen that a bit more with Purple Punch. I'm going to color switch this pencil brush and just use that. So we'll gently dip into that. Very nice pigmentation. And we're going to start on the outer corner and once again kind of push it into the eye socket just like that. But with this, I'm only going to push it in about halfway. So like right to there. That's so pretty together. Oh, fuck me up, daddy. Oh, God, I love purples so much. Bitches make me twitch in the best way possible. And all of these pinky purple colors really do go together super well. I have no idea how I would incorporate that orange into this, but probably if it were blended out like on this outer corner, it would look really good. The only thing that I'm scared about is this has like gold flecks of glitter in that, and I don't typically put a glitter on the crease. With that fluffier brush that I used to blend out before, I'm just gonna go back and forth gently over this purple, and then lightly deepen that up with a little bit more Purple Punch just right there. Oh, I love that. And at this point, I would normally go in with concealer, do a fabulous cut crease, and like this big extravagant look, but today I'm actually gonna keep it simple. So on a flat brush, I'm gonna take some Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day and spray it on the brush. Oh my God, my fan. Whew. Oh my God, let's spray away from the fan. And I'm going to take that and dip into Oral. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do Oral or Slice, but I think Oral is gonna win because when doesn't it? And I'm gonna place that everywhere where I would normally cut the crease. So just a little bit above the natural crease line. Oh my God, that is so pretty. Oh, and it goes on like butter. I really do want to find a way to incorporate the gold into this look somehow, but I feel like this is so pretty and kind of natural, I mean natural for me, that the gold might kind of ruin it because of the contrast. Fuck, I love that shade so much. All right, I'm so sorry to kind of skip ahead, but I was so fucking warm that I had to go into a cooler part of the house, and I really didn't do that much more. I mean, actually I kind of did, but all I did was take all of the mattes that I put up here and put them on the lower lash and then draw a wing, and that's where we're at. I did apply a little bit of Cold Shoulder from the Brain Freeze palette onto the inner corner, and I don't normally put shimmers on the lower lash, but I'm really curious to see how Bite Me would look under there, so let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna do it very, very sparingly. Oh, that's actually really pretty down there. It just gives it like a deeper look, even more purple. Oh, I'm loving this. And even though it is a shimmer, it doesn't really look like a shimmer under there. It just looks more of like a grapey color. I really, really like that. Like, I don't think the look needed it, but I'm really not regretting putting it on. So yes, there we have the eye look. I'm loving it so far. I'm gonna go ahead and apply some falsies, finish the rest of my face. I'll see you in just a second. And here we are with the final look. I gotta say, I fucking love it. For highlighter, I have on Gold Breaker. For lips, I have on Jeffree Star's Fully Nude, and then over that, Alamar's Mother of Pearl Gloss. Oh, I just fucking love this shit out of purple, my god. So, these shadows, honestly, I don't have a single fucking complaint. I know I didn't use all of the ones, but I used most of them. I guess I didn't use Double Scoop, Orange Crush, Slice, or Hot Fudge, but I really did want to create a nice, simple go-to glam look, and I feel like that's this. I'm really trying hard to nitpick here, and I don't know of a single downside other than the color layout, because some of these colors, they really don't belong there, but it's not like they're unusable. Just like the other palette, to me, this is like two separate palettes. No, all of these don't cohesively go together. You could easily fuck a look up with this palette, but then at the same time, the colors are so different that they honestly could work. So, is this palette anything revolutionary? No, not really. I feel like I've created this look before on this channel, but the quality, that's where this palette really pulls me in. The shadows blended out so effortlessly, and I love effortless shadows. Like, I'm a fucking lazy bitch. I do not want to have to sit there and blend and blend and blend and blend. And with this palette, I really didn't have to do it. I just applied it to the brush, put it on my eye, worked it around in a few strokes, and there we had it. I really can't fairly speak for the ones that I didn't use on my eyes, but the ones that I did, holy shit, I love them. And even though I do kind of have a good bit of shadow on my eyes, they don't feel heavy, they don't feel tired, they're not like bogged down like a lot of shadows make my eyes feel. I could probably wear this for like 12 hours. I'm totally not going to because I'm hot as fuck and this shit is melting off me, but I could. So do I recommend this lil ho? If you like purples, then definitely. If you don't, you're probably not gonna get a lot of use out of this. I mean, there are colors that aren't purples here, but you could probably find those in several other palettes. But if we're going off quality alone, then yes, I do. But if you're the kind of person that doesn't wear purple or pink every day, then it's probably not going to be worth it for you. But for someone like me whose go-to color is purple, then I'm probably going to use the shit out of this bitch. But there you go. I am so pleasantly surprised. I was really hoping I was going to love this palette, and I did. So there you go. Thank you all so much for being here. Like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplex.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplex.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!